As we all know, it's been a rough 5 days of very violent storms into the southeast. But for the past 2 days, one cluster of storms has rolled through 5 states: Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, and Georgia. And in these storms, there's been just a bit of everything. Now, we're always looking out for tornadoes. We're always looking out for lightning damage. But there's a straight line wind event that few people know about because it rarely happens and has to be pushed ahead of a severe storm cell. It's called a derecho, and it's a long line form of wind. Here's what's happened over the past few days.
There it is! Tornado!
Over 30 tornadoes since Friday. Widespread flooding from Oklahoma to West Virginia. And a devastating microburst that collapsed the Dallas Cowboys practice facility in Irving, Texas. Spring 2009 has taken a lot of America for a wild weather ride. And as workers clean up from another fresh round of storms overnight, many are learning about another weather phenomenon called a derecho.
The derecho is a line of thunderstorms that is particularly intense and produces extreme winds over a large area.
This is what a derecho looks like. Caught on tape in Oklahoma, 2001, it's a long line of powerful winds as deadly as it is spectacular. Unlike tornadoes, which rotate in a circular, narrow path, derecho winds move in a straight line, long-lasting. As massive bands of thunderstorms gather, clusters of strong winds called downbursts can form, pushing up to 130-mile-per-hour winds straight to the ground. These storms can travel at 50 to 70 miles per hour and can be up to 250 miles wide and 800 miles long, and they can keep going for days.
You need to take action to protect your life and protect your property from this weather.
Derecho, something new to worry about. I hadn't even thought to know the sky is falling and a derecho is coming. But I think it's really hard to imagine these winds and the power of them, and that's why you went and tested it to see what that kind of wind is like.
Yeah, we were in a wind tunnel just to kind of feel out what these winds will do to a person and a body, whether they're in a hurricane or whether they're in a straight line storms. The wind tunnel went up to about 125, 126 miles per hour. At 70 miles per hour, the wind is damaging, and when it catches anything, a signpost, the edge of a building, the corner of a roof, it'll be destructive. And that's the way these winds are. Again, in a weather center or your local weather person will look for that bow echo on the radar. And when you see that line of storms forming almost like a comma shape, just kind of a hook line there, then you know there's some strong winds along that front.